it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean and welcome back to Brutal Games and another Cyberpunk 2077 video. And that's currently my dog squeaking her toy, and I wish she would stop it. Anyway, so I'm a little late to this party and I want to make this video kind of quick. I'm going to run through some brief points here, but there was an interview with I don't know how to say this. This is like Jacques 2, and that's the last I'm gonna even try to pronounce that for fear of butchering them again. So but yes, there are some little bitty things here. I've able to find a few snippets of some Google translations that kind of allow us to kind of see what's new about this. I'm going to leave out all the old stuff that we already know, but let's go ahead and just dive right into it real quick. I'm just going to read all through this and just know that we will be extrapolating this and going into in-depth detail about this. All these different points in here. There's so much stuff to cover, but let's just run through it real quick in this, I guess you can call it an info dump, right? So in Cyberpunk 2020 board game, there are several systems available to assign skill points to his character, just like in a street cred system we saw in the demo. Did you leave the board game to make the video game, or did you simply incorporate board game elements into Cyberpunk 2077? Now, if I'm not mistaken, the person who's answering these questions is one of the lead designers for Cyberpunk 2077. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let me know in the comment section below. But the answer is already in your question. They says, Patris. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm horrible at that. What you must have in mind is that Cyberpunk 2077 is a subjective RPG. This means that we used the Cyberpunk 2020 board game as a starting point. And in the latter, the city of Night City is a very dark place where there is a great deal of social inequality with different classes among the inhabitants. We have taken a lot of board game themes, but also some characters, knowing that the story of Cyberpunk 2077 is in another timeline than that of the board game. To be completely honest with you, we were afraid to put too much of this in the game that our personal touch takes over the original board game. For example, during the creation of his character, you will have a lot of elements to choose, to customize. It's not about the look, it's also the physical skill and the hand you're going to hold your weapon, and the classic stuff you'll find in RPGs that augmentation to the backstory of his avatar. So we took elements of the board game, extrapolating them for Cyberpunk 2077. So this is all pretty cool, pretty good news from switching your gun from different kind of hands. There's so much customization, and again, there's so much stuff that we're going to have to be delving into later on, but I just want to say this stuff and move on. So, moving on. We could see in the demo that it was possible to use knives. Should we expect ad hoc use, or will they be will be as important as firearms? What ad hoc really means is, like, will it be tailored for specific situations, or will you kind of will they be needed in certain areas instead of just available for a specific situation, right? In the demo, you could see several types of weapons and different combat systems. All of this is related to the class of the character that you will create. According to the skills you will improve, there will indeed be advantages to using this or that weapon depending on the increase of the skill chosen of your avatar. You will have the choice between technological weapons, powerful weapons, intelligent weapons, and each of them will allow you to apprehend the game in several different ways. For example, powerful weapons have a boost that allows weapons to ricochet against the walls and thus reach enemies hidden behind the walls. Smart weapons take advantage of an auto lock that can target an enemy with the homing bullets. As for melee weapons, you can see the mantis blades in the demo. These are incredible weapons which are attached to the body of the character, allowing him to climb on the walls but also to kill enemies in hand-to-hand combat. There is also another weapon that we did not show in the demo, which is very interesting. It's the katana. I love that. I love that because there's so much there just for the katana. I wonder what's going to be happening with this katana. Obviously, there probably could be electrified. Like, oh my god, is it going to be kind of like a lightsaber? I don't know. That's all speculation on my part, but I'm excited. All right, moving on. Okay, so now this person really comes up with a great follow-up question about the mantis blades. So speaking of these mantis blades, can we use them when we want, or are they accessible only at specific moments of the adventure? We thought the game, and especially the combat system, systematically, which means that the player can use his weapons according to the situation presented to him. I cannot say too much on this subject, unfortunately, because it is too early to talk about, but know that you will have several ways to fight in the game. Okay, so hopefully the Mantis Blades will be a weapon that you can use anytime. That would, I feel like the game would be severely hindered if you was forced to use ranged weapon or a melee weapon. If you want to use hand to hand, even if the situation might not call for hand to hand, but if you want to add that extra difficulty to yourself and be able to do that, who's a game developer to say to stop you, right? I don't know. I think it would add a different level of depth to the game if they was allowed to that, but I don't know. Again, it's too early to talk about that, so we do not know. We don't know. Okay, and the last and most important question that was asked. We could see in the demo of armed vehicles. Can we expect to take control of different gear in the adventure in addition to the classic car? Every time you see a vehicle in the game, it will be possible for you to take control, and you can then start the fight from there. It's typically the things players that I find cool to do, but I cannot give you too much detail about the different vehicles at the moment. However, I can tell you that you can customize your cars in the game. That's right, guys, you can customize your cars in the game. So, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I will definitely be speculating about the customization of cars. I will definitely be speculating about the katana. There goes my phone. Super professional, right? But again, I want to keep this short, and I know I'm kind of late to this party, but I at least wanted to hop in, and because I know there are some people who just come to my videos just to watch whatever there's that core 30 people out of 5,000. Core 30 people who wait for my upload, right? So I do appreciate you guys. Don't think that I'm just going, I'm just picking pieces to share on my channel here. I'm trying to give you guys, the skinny on everything, you know what I mean? So if you scissor kick pigeons, make sure you like and subscribe, and until next time, piss off.
2 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1 to the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night on the D. Let me tell you how I'm gonna leave with me. Conversation and Hennessy.